What's up, everybody? Today we're playing a game called Eldritch Exterminators.
Eldritch Exterminators.
This is a survival roguelike style game where did you shoot Eldritches? As far as I can tell, I don't know, going into a bind.
Sure.
We're gonna find out together. Okay, we got armaments. Cathian's Repeater. +1 piercing, +1 damage per level. Passive ability. Snipe deals 3x damage to the highest health enemy every 5 seconds. And it says you can change these?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of locked things. Change your gun, change your power, change your third power.
Okay. Oh yeah. So
you got three weapons, I guess. Or
yeah, so +20 soul worth and +25% pickup range. Soul of the Eldritch, and that's the only one we have. And the Birth of Darkness is a 15-minute round, and presumably that gets harder the more you win.
Okay.
Endless Forest. Revelations. So,
which looks like challenges.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Kill 10,000 things. Obtain 1,200 RPM fire rate in a single run.
Rounds per minute.
Yeah. Well, the reason I hesitated was because I couldn't tell if that was an M or a Roman numeral 3, or just 3 eyes. Just the way the font
Fair enough.
went, I was like, and then I caught the M as I was reading the P, and I was like, okay, we'll sail through. Beat 3 runs, survive for 5 minutes, obtain 5 projectile amount in a single run, and then bunch of souls, stand still for a minute, beat things, win a run with 1 health, and then you got stuff like just beat the level to unlock other level things, and then transmutations, play a single run to unlock whatever transmutations is, which I'm guessing is the meta progression because it says Soul 0 underneath it. So I'm willing to bet that that's just meta progression. And Grimoire is just who made the game. Alright. So let's do a thing. A splinter of light, a moment of heat, then darkness all around. As you look around, you find yourself standing in a dark forest. The shadows of trees stretch long. A voice echoes through your memory. You can be useful again. The soul is a malleable thing. The words, though foggy, whisper through the world around you. Its offer is ominous but enticing. Though you can't remember the rest of the conversation, you now find yourself trapped within its infernal weapon, your soul sputtering weakly, trying to break out. Clearly, mistakes were made. The bind sealing you are too strong. How can you escape? No time for that now, for the shadows are starting to squirm. Alright, so I believe I am the gun.
Ah.
Pew
Neat.
pew! Pew 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 pew! Alright, I got a little dash. And then I just go pew 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 pew.
Okay.
Whoop, and then we got a level. Watch the foes melt away, you feel your soul rally. It seems that the voice was right. Souls are malleable. Something about this vessel makes it simple to shape them. Maybe this is your way out. Feel the warm energy blend as you try to harness it. Knockback. Even more knockback and more damage while standing still, which is...
Well, you do have a challenge for standing still for a minute.
It's true. -2 minimum damage, but +4 maximum damage, and then base crit chance. So that's just... On average, you'll probably do more, but there's a chance that you do less. Alright, well, let's just... oh, boy.
I don't suggest it yet. You took a hit.
Gotta believe. Oh, jeez. +2 damage, +1 projectile size. On enemy killed, enemies explode into 3 projectiles, dealing 25% damage and piercing. And then the gambler dice again.
I think both of those are good, but I think the splinter is very good.
Yeah. I'm determined. Maybe too determined.
You took another hit.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Well, get a couple of power-ups and then get it.
Let's see. Projectile bounce and projectile speed. As with all of games of this type, you have to debate.
I'm never a fan of bounce and pierce.
Because you never know what order of operations is that. Just fire rate and projectile speed. On crit, -1 projectile spread. Stacking up to -80% over 2 seconds, and then base crit chance. I mean, just
and
fire rate.
We do have one reroll and one banish down there for the record.
It's true.
Fire rate is also very good.
Fire rate's fine. I think we find that gambler one, though, I might banish it. Because I don't think there's ever going to be a situation where I want it. Okay. 10% base critical chance, 10% knockback, 10% fire rate while standing still.
Come on, we can do it.
Alright. Oh, I thought the guy behind the tree was dead already. Okay, I gotta not have the visual cover. Alright.
Get more of that XP and then get back to the rock platform, I guess.
Max health is just it's blue, which is interesting. Damage and projectile size. Extra knockback. You know what? If I'm doing the standstill thing, even more knockback could be a thing.
Yeah, and the projectile spread isn't that bad.
That said, just doing more damage means that things theoretically die faster. So there's an argument there too.
Also true.
You know what? I'm gonna get the damage. I think that's gonna be more beneficial to the run as a whole. Okay, I still can't stand still though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Eldritch
Green.
on dash, deal 15% damage to all enemies, plus dash card charges and a quicker cooldown. And then knockback, and then more speed and piercing.
All of which are good.
I think I'm gonna banish this Abyssal Grass because it's just the 10% knockback. I feel like it's whatever, man.
Okay.
So let's just get rid of it. Deep One's Blessing, +2 max health and +5% health regen speed.
But my guessing is that the blue is because it's health and the green is because it's dash.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna blow the reroll too because I want to know if it's one reroll period or one reroll per level.
Per level.
On damage taken, 20% chance to progress the health regen timer by 20%. The Eldritch Burst again, and then just an extra dash, which is the Eldritch Burst is just better.
Just better.
You know what? I'll grab it. Then I can just go beep, and it just does 2 damage to everybody.
Look at something.
Oh, those little guys are fast.
Oh, look at those cute little blobby ghost looking things.
We are not fast. On enemy killed, +1% speed, second up to 15, but decays over 2 seconds. The health one again, and then just speed and pickup range. You know what? I kind of like just speed and pickup range.
Yeah, it's like necrotic swiftness technically could give you more speed, but it's less consistent.
Yeah.
This is just a guaranteed 5% all times. Plus magnetism, which there's a lot of XP around. You're half dead, by the way.
Oh, yeah, trust me, I know. Ability power, ability cooldown. The ability is every 5 seconds I can theoretically do extra damage to stuff. Dash cooldown. I didn't get another reroll, by the way.
So it is just the one time. Good to know.
But let's try to do it more often so I can notice
More
it
often
more.
is good.
I'm not really noticing it much anyway, so. Okay. Just wanted to see how much improved my rate of fire was while standing still because I got that one thing. And it's noticeable, but not terribly significant. Piercing projectile and size and damage. That gambler dice again. You know what? Get just more angry bullets, please.
More murder.
Oh, you're like King Slime over there.
King Slime.
Okay, we're gonna shoot you while running. Ooh.
Nope,
It's
clip you there.
It's hard to tell exactly where my hitbox is.
Oh, he dropped his crown.
Yeah, and I want it, but I gotta try to get there, and there's a lot of stuff in between me and him. A speed trinket. There's a trinket. Just 1% speed. It doesn't seem very good, but it's signified as a trinket, which makes me think that that's somehow significant.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get the bounce to go with all of my pierces. I know you don't like it, but I want to see how the interaction.
I was just gonna say, you sure you don't want that health regen speed since you're at 30% health right now?
The way I see it, this is the first run, and there's meta progression if I die. So if I die, I die.
That's fair.
Then
but you gotta win your first run. We got a reputation.
Yeah, for not winning our first runs.
We're actually surprisingly good at winning our first runs.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, hey, Eldritch Agency. Agony. I can read.
Up to 50% damage based on missing health. You know, that's pretty good right now.
But the others are also very good.
Oh, yeah, the Maelstrom Push, we do have some knockback. This would give us more knockback, more bigger bullets, and then even more knockback.
Well, for the last bit is more damage for your knockback.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm going to do it. I tried. There's stuff in the way. Oh, it didn't give it to me.
Again, that hitbox. Whoo!
Unspeakable artifacts. Trinket chance and trinket quality. Something about trinkets. Plus 1,000 RPM max fire rate. Plus 25% fire rate. Or max health, max speed, dash speed. Big boy, but big bullet boy. I like being big. But having a crazy fire rate, I think, would be really strong too. But being faster, I would be bigger, so my hitbox would be bigger. But being faster means I can dodge things more.
Eventually.
But the fire rate. What do you think? I'm torn.
I think I personally like the fire rate.
I think the fire rate is correct. Also, we got a magnetism in there somewhere. Let's see, crit, health and regen, and then on soul gathered, 10% chance to gain extra soul, and then more. As much as I know you like the Eldritch duplication, and I do too, I agree that Deep One's Blessing is probably correct.
Deep One's Blessing is probably correct.
Yeah, see, these trinkets are like... whatever, man.
They might be something at some point, but they do seem weak at the moment.
Let's see. On soul gathered, extra pickup range. Getting over 2 seconds. So the more souls I gather, the bigger my pickup range is temporarily.
Okay.
And then Ghost Step is the speed thing for the same thing. Or I can just take... You know, I'm going to grab the trinket, not because it's better, because it's not. But I'm not that interested in these two, and... Like, there's gotta be something about these trinkets.
I mean, it doesn't gotta be. You still don't got to have the crown at the end. Anyway.
Well, we did get that one potential upgrade that was, you know...
Trinkets are better?
Yeah, trinkets are better, so...
Or did you get the crown? Is that what the unspeakable artifact was?
That might have been the crown.
Souls are worth more.
That's the Eldritch duplication that we saw before.
No,
Soulborn's just, it's worth more. There, okay.
But you leaned into the knockback one for the big boy, so more knockback is more damage, right?
That is true. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll negate getting more XP to just do more angry. Okay, I want to try to just get my way up here because that's where all the XP is. Let's see, +5 speed. On health regen, fire a Nova dealing 50% damage and 5% health regen speed. I quite like that. So it's just while I'm regenning, I can also theoretically get stuff off of me better.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
Now, your health regen is relatively slow, but you could potentially work on that. Oh, he got you.
No, that was tactical health loss, so that I have more to regen.
Sure.
You don't sound convinced.
No.
Dodgies. I mean, dodgies. I mean, dodgies. Okay. All a part of the plan. Still.
Uh-huh.
Ah, the heck.
You regen health, and I didn't see a Nova.
No, this is all part of the plan. Oh, hey, look, it's another fire rate trinket. And plus 5 soul worth, minus 15 pickup range.
No, thank you.
Just more piercing. Sure. Oh, there's like a flaming skull over there.
Ah. Oh, there's a few of them.
Alright.
Oh, you're getting surrounded by flaming skulls. Oh, they're moving in weird, like, tactical positions.
Yeah.
Oh, your ghosty boy's got skeletons in him now.
Okay, things have gotten a little dense.
Your dodge does look like it gives you a little bit of immunity while you're dodging.
On damage, get crit. On damage taken, chance to progress the regen timer. Oh, I see my HP thing has got like a...
Yeah, that's a full-on... That's got a full-on timer on there. Every time that cycles once is when you regen 1 health.
Okay.
I think that Veiled Vitality could potentially be very good, except you've only got 2 health right now, so it's going to trigger once, maybe.
Well, I just have to take time. Oh, jeez.
Well, it didn't trigger.
The time I don't have. Oh.
It's true. Like, as long as you can regen 1 more health, maybe it'll be better the next time.
Okay. I just gotta...
Yeah, just gotta get out of there and...
Stay to the outside.
The crab.
Oh boy, I gotta take care of these.
You did regen 1 health, so.
So I got all the time in the. Oh.
I saw that Nova that time. It was a very, very small Nova.
Oh, I didn't have anywhere to go.
The gun broke.
Yeah, it's sad. Okay.
Just shy of 1200.
But now I got transmutations, which is meta progression.
That's exactly what it is. Just passive and then utility.
Okay. So we got damage, fire rate, health, regen.
Also,
various things.
I understand why, but how dare soul worth is far and away the most expensive option here.
Yeah.
Your health and your speed are the next 2 biggest, which is ridiculous.
Well, we'll grab a little bit of health regen. Damage is cheap.
Damage is cheap.
Oh, but it also goes up to 50 of it, yeah. Got a little bit of fire rate, and a little bit of damage. And we're 1 away from getting like a crit rate up or something, but alas. But we unlocked a new gun. +2 dash charges. Health is locked to 6, and you cannot regen. You cannot regen health. So that upgrade I just did was completely pointless. Banish defensive upgrades. Killing 300 enemies heals 1, and then it's got a fan fire ability that it goes off every 9 seconds.
Good lord.
Okay. Well. Yeah, survive for 5 minutes is what got it.
Yeah, you did that.
All right. Well, let's give it a shot and see what happens. Right click to sell. Actually, do you sell at same cost so you can kind of respec?
Probably.
Because that health regen, absolutely pointless.
That gave you 500 back, so you're good.
Okay, so then Yeah, I'll just get fire rate instead. That's fine. Okay. Whew. This thing. Oh, was that the fire? The fan fire?
Yeah, that was the fan fire.
Okay. So defensive things don't exist. So it's just all angry all the time.
Yeah. Just go for hard fire rate, maybe.
I was almost thinking if we get a lot of knockback, that can be like our one, air quote, defensive option.
That works too.
Plus getting, just bigger bullets so they hit more things. See, that said, the 10%... I guess these guys are dying in one hit, so it's hard to say. But I was just like, I don't know how much knockback I'm actually doing here. Damage and projectile size, piercing and projectile speed, and then more knockback and speed at the cost of spread. We can keep leaning into the knockback because there was that one thing that damage scaled on knockback, right?
That's true.
And my spread doesn't seem to be too crazy here. Let's see, damage based on missing health, crit chance, or just fire rate and projectile speed. We can maybe go crit. We haven't really done much with crit yet. I'm trying to figure out like the rarity levels. I'm pretty sure mundane artifact is the worst. I don't know what's better between Eerie and Eldritch as far as rarity is concerned.
Well, I don't know. They might not even be rarity.
No, it might not be. That's just my suspicion.
Yeah, and mundane is definitely better than trinket so far.
Well, yeah, the trinkets seem to be the worst, but I think there's a way of improving the trinkets. And by think, I mean we know empirically because we saw, but theoretically there's a reason that you would ever want to try doing it. I just haven't deduced that much yet. Piercing projectile size and damage, I think, is just really good.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Piercing is nice. We can start cutting through multiple guys with individual bullets, which is nice. Let's see. Dash speed and pickup range. Fire rate and projectile speed. And projectiles pierce killed enemies. And plus 10% projectile speed. So that could theoretically be infinite pierce if our damage is high enough. Which...
true.
Is insane to me, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So now... Yeah, these bullets are just going through the red slimes here. These blue slimes... yeah, they don't die in one hit, but they die in 2 hits. Hey, look! The fire rate trinket. You know, I'm gonna banish this fire rate trinket. It might get better later, but I don't like it.
Okay.
Is it on soul? More soul gathering. What souls do you want? What soul gathering buff would you like?
I mean, of those, the Eldritch Duplication is the only one that I have any care about on these. I mean, I guess technically the Gilded Terror also gives you another dash charge.
That is true. But soul gathering is nice because it's just you
10% chance to gain more souls.
Oh, the hitbox on those tall boys are interesting.
The hitboxes on a lot of things are interesting on this game.
That's true.
At least with this gun, it's a lot smaller of a sprite, so it's definitely you can definitely tell what is a hitbox.
What is a hitbox?
Oh, they really want you to get like dash things.
Well, we have extra dashes baked in, so doing dashes is not bad. Eldritch Burst is probably not bad at all.
Another dash charge
Yeah.
plus better dash cooldown, and then
just doing a little bit of extra damage.
Yeah.
And it's like the sacrificial dagger's not bad either, but it requires being spicier than I wish to be.
Yeah, especially with your 6 hit points.
Yep.
Oh, the little ghosty blob boys have crown boy have looks like some sort of damage resistance. When you're doing your dash, you're doing 2 damage to all the slimes, and then those taller ones are only taking 1.
Yeah, it seems like they got a little bit of armor to them. Okay, and we're kind of using a little bit of that.
And for what it's worth, you have 4 dash charges, so.
Let's see. That Eldegarn there. Serene Barrage, I don't think we're standing still too much on this roll.
No.
On enemy killed, plus 1% damage. Decaying over time. I mean,
if you can get enough kills fast enough, that's good, but...
Yeah, well, let's try it. Let's... dash speed and pickup range, dash cooldown and dash charge. We can have even more dashes.
That could be good. What you're building?
Yeah, let's just go for many dashes. We'll be very dashing.
You got 5 dashes, and it's about a 1.8 second cooldown. No, maybe a full 2 seconds. Hard to tell.
Do they cool down linearly or individually?
Individually.
Okay. Deal damage through collision with the dashes again. Increase damage to 50% based on distance projectile traveled, and just
considering how good your pierce is,
25% base critical damage. I mean, it's not a critical chance, but we can.
Yeah, we can work on that.
Yeah. Oh, those guys are.
If your bullets pierce deep enough, the ones in the back are going to take some crazy damage. Like you could still keep aiming at the crown boy. There he goes, dropped his crown.
Okay. Let's see. Another trinket of whatever.
The ghost step is just better than the trinket. But
yeah, but I also have a reroll, and I'm not
good reroll there.
Thrilled with any of these. Let's reroll. Okay. On damage dealt, gain a stack of critical chance. On critical hit, reset critical chance stacks.
So basically, as you deal damage, your crit chance goes up until you crit, and then it resets back to base, which, honestly, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Plus 15% ability power is also not bad. I think I'd rather ability cooldown, but...
Yeah. You could also just take the... I was going to say, you could also take just the focused fire and have a flat 4% crit chance on all your attacks.
I gotta try to figure my way...
Back up there.
And make my way downtown.
No, uptown.
Uptown girl.
Uptown funk you up.
Uptown funk you up. Okay. Eldritch Whirlwind. Every 5 seconds, gain 1% speed up to a cap of 50%. On damage taken, reset speed stacks and fire a Nova with projectiles based on the number of stacks, dealing 100% damage, but overall minus 10% speed.
Because you can avoid taking damage for 5 seconds. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can avoid... Wait. Every 5 seconds, gain 1% speed up to a cap of 50%.
So to get back to neutral, it would have to be 50 seconds.
Which, I mean, you've gone 3.5 minutes taking no damage.
Yeah.
What that is...
Oh,
you have to stay in the range of the crown. You know, it's not picking up the crown.
So now, Unspeakable Artifact. On damage taken, big slow on enemies over time, but I take more damage and I get more health.
I don't think that's worth...
The Colossus and then the fire rate again.
I think either the Colossus or the Frantic are both good. Personally, I think I like the Frantic, but I don't necessarily like the idea of you being thicker.
Just because we got the Frenetic Frenzy last time, let's try the Chaos of the Abyss this time. And then that also gives us the Sook. Ability power. Killing enemies gives us speed, or projectile bounce and projectile speed. For the times where we don't pierce through anything, having it just bounce around instead could be okay.
Could be good.
Let's see. More knockback and then the knockback damage. Yep. We were waiting on that.
Woo!
Okay. Whoo! And whoo! And whoo! The bounce doesn't look particularly targeted.
No.
But I do see the bounce happening frequently, which is A-okay for me. Let's see. Pickup range thing. On projectile bounce, +1 damage per bounce to projectile, and even more bounces.
Okay, that could be good.
Yeah, sure. So we have potentially infinite piercing, but if it doesn't pierce, then it'll bounce around for a while.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just give me more damage and projectile size, I think.
Yeah. Damage was kind of... Your big blues and your grays. Well, actually, the big blues might be dying in one hit. Hard because they split when they die, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But the gray ones are not dying in a single hit, so more damage is fine.
Do I want 5 soul worth and worse pickup range, or just 10 soul worth? Or just 5 speed.
I don't know. Or just 5 speed.
Yeah, we'll get the soul worth.
Look, watch there be a build where it's just like, no, you want as little pickup range as possible.
I mean, there's a chance. Alright, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Just need to grab this XP. Splinter is really nice. Arcane Acumen's not bad, but
more damage. Yeah, the split is probably...
It gives me some more piercing, which is fine in this circumstance because things are not just keeling over anymore. So we're getting use out of the pierces and the bounces.
Oh, you've gotten so far away from the XP pile.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, I get it. You gotta avoid the enemies.
Let's see. Oh, that was unfortunate because I turned around to kill that one guy shooting behind me, and that was when I happened to also be fanning. So it was a little unfortunate. And they tried to create a wall. Okay. Projectile speed and piercing. 1% dash cooldown, or the one we don't like. So I guess I'm just gonna...
More pierce.
Get the more pierce. Oops. I went to dash at an angle, but it didn't angle. Oh, dang. Okay. I'm really in a bit of a bind here.
3 dashes.
Oh, I went to...
Oh, that was the slowest bullet.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to stay on the outside of disaster here.
Look, you just gotta go get lots of kills.
On critical hits, reduce projectile spread and give us base critical hit. On damage dealt, projectiles split into 2, dealing 50% damage. Split only happens once per projectile. Oh, yes, please.
That's actually potentially a little scary. Because your main projectile no longer pierces.
But do the split ones appears
They do.
still. So it's at least it's something. But I do agree that it very much alters my shot profile. Oh,
You got
jeez.
5 dashes, so if you can dash
God.
carefully.
Oh, there's no. So that looks like a boss. Huh?
It's a box of slimes.
I need you to not be there. Thank you. I hit the trees have collision.
Yes, they do.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
You have 1 hit point. You have 5 dashes, though, so it's just like...
Yeah, it's just I'm not finding good places to dash to. Ensnaring Doom. More crit damage non-crit. And slow things.
Enemies slow down. Yeah.
I dashed and then I died.
Also, it turns out that is not an infinite screen. The thing wraps. Because the boss was on the other side of you for somehow.
These things happen. Well, shucks. Ability cooldown. Give me some of that. And you know what? Just give me some damage and some damage, and then crit.
Okay.
I mean, I can go back.
No, damage is good.
What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, you know me, man.
Yeah.
Souls give you more souls, and pickup range are like... I mean, they're boring, I know. But
Look, we got a little bit of pickup range.
help you level.
We got a little bit. We unlocked nothing new.
Correct. Because we still didn't beat the level, and then we didn't do any of the challenges.
Okay. Well, let's try this pistol one more time. This will be the last one, Unamas.
Hold still.
Sorry. Oh god, I was holding it in for so long. It's fine. Okay. All of these are mundane.
Early damage, then?
Yeah, I got the early damage. Let's see. I think Splinter's just too good to ignore.
Not bad.
That's so good. Yeah. I try not to die. So we don't have any knockback yet. So. And honestly, I feel like the knockback, I feel like, wasn't doing much knockback.
Correct.
So it's like...
And it gives you +1 max damage, which doesn't necessarily increase your damage. Versus fire rate increases your damage. Right, because if your damage has a spread of how much it can do, having a higher max is nice, but it doesn't necessarily increase your damage. Hitting things more often absolutely increases your damage.
Look, there's a gambler build where you take that, you take the other gamble one. Also,
Dual Blight. +1 projectile, but
minus
each
a
one
lot of
is...
things.
But it's plus 25% projectile spread, which makes sense because you have 2 projectiles now. And then each one is 10%, a little 10% weaker, but you're doubling your projectiles, which...
I mean, it's always going to be an upgrade. It's just...
Sometimes, it's spicy, I know.
Sometimes you wish you get the upgrade with no downsides.
Well, yeah, +1 projectile.
So it could be even
feels
gooder.
Strong.
Oh, look at all these trinkets.
And one of those is fire rate. And it's not a trinket.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think if you just go for a high fire rate and max projectiles...
And lower ability cooldown.
Well,
There's even more projectiles for this character in particular.
It's true. Plus those 2. Ooh. Split fire.
Shoot an additional time behind you. That's more bullets.
That is more bullets.
So I like some of these other things, but...
Oh, it's a little baby bullet, though. What the heck?
It's a little baby bullet, but it does.
Ooh.
Did I just fan in two directions?
You fanned the ones behind you, too.
Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. Why didn't we see any of those before?
I don't know.
Why are we holding out on me, game?
So you could make the projectile spread better.
Yeah,
and
the crit.
Crit chance is not bad.
Just pew, 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 pew. Let's see. Give me the cursed bolt. I'm just gonna try to be as angry as I can. Let's see. Is there any indication on boss health? Well,
not that I saw. Being out of that ring. Oh, +3 projectile amount.
But it is getting spicy.
Yeah, but I think it's still worth it. Yeah, being outside the blue ring loses the blue.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to, instead of moving, just dash?
just dash.
Just dash.
Blood token is more souls only based, only if I'm hurt.
Yeah, which is scary.
Oh,
this might be a decent one to reroll.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I like rerolling here.
The Frantic Frenzy.
I mean, these two were the same ones from...
Yeah.
This is the only new one, so... I don't want to stand still. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I know.
I'll get the Ensnaring Gloom here. Okay, well, I definitely think this is...
On the plus side, no matter what else happens, you did unlock something new today.
Just because of all the bullets?
Yes, one of them was have 5 bullets, have 5 projectile, and you have 5. You have 6 technically.
Yeah. It's gonna work out for us, I think. Oh, the ability cooldown. Oh, but piercing.
Piercing's good, but I think the ability cooldown is gonna be better.
I'm not convinced, but I think the ability cooldown is rarer, and I think there's more ways of getting piercing. So I think piercing is just strictly speaking better for clearing out waves, because each bullet can essentially do double the work per pierce.
True.
But I do think that pierce is much more common than the ability cooldown.
Now, for what it's worth, you are going to have to find a way to get some damage at some
piercing.
point. See, there's your piercing. Or you could do piercing or bounce.
I mean, there's nothing saying we can't do both. I think doing both is fine. It's just, what do I value more? I think piercing is more reliable.
Plus, if you're looking at the two of them, this one also has an extra 10% projectile speed.
That is true, because that's 15 and this is 25. So, yeah. Okay. So, we got something going on here.
You got something good.
I feel much more confident with what I got going on here than I have the previous 2 runs. There's the gambler's dice. But it does give you the base critical chance, which means that I think it's just worth it. Taking
Probably.
doing it.
Yeah, there's a lot of yellow numbers in there.
And there's some beneficial stuff on crit that I don't think we have on this run, but I've seen before, where it's just like on crit, cool stuff happens.
Cool stuff happens, yeah.
Okay.
Ability power.
Want more ability power? Speed and pickup range? I know.
I mean, speed and pickup range is very good.
You know, we'll grab the speed and pickup range if
Those blue guys came out from behind that tree.
Yeah, but it's fine. We shoot behind ourselves now. Everything's fine.
That's true.
It is impossible to sneak up on us or to do damage to us because we are invincible. And in no way will this statement...
Why would you say something like that?
In no way will this statement be used against me in a court of public opinion.
You're a loony.
Yeah, now I'll take the bounce. Bullets everywhere.
Yeah, that's the goal. You just need to find ways of getting your rate of fire up even higher.
See, I don't know how many other ways there are going to be. I think we've taken all of the ones that we've seen in the game thus far, other than like the 1% trinket.
Convert pierce to bounce.
Oh, now we're getting spicy.
That's cool.
Also, Death Rounds is also quite good.
Death Rounds is very good.
Because I like Pierce and Bounce. So converting Pierce to Bounce is technically just a lateral move. Whereas Death Rounds is just an improvement.
I think converting Pierce to Bounce would have been very good on the last run, where killing an enemy guarantees a Pierce.
Yeah, it can just go bing, 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 bing.
Killing an enemy guarantees a bounce could have been very fun. Now you're up to the shooty boys.
Yeah, but we're like clearing screens now. We feel so much stronger.
I know.
Just being able to put out this much more output. Alright, so...
Like, yeah, your damage per bullet is far lower than it ever has been, but you're hitting so much more. The Eldritch, I do think the Eldritch Burst is good.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like it does damage and it gives us more dashes that quicker cooldown. I'm gonna take it. I think it's an offensively defensive option. Oh yeah, this is just so much.
That guy's
that guy was schmoovin'. He had a purpose. On projectile bounce, +1 projectile size per bounce to projectile, +1 projectile bounce. Imagine that with the other thing.
I like it.
Look, we're gonna take it. And we're gonna look, if we find the other one again, then like we can do a weird bouncy bounce build.
Plus, if nothing else, +1 bounce.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's +1 bounce, and the bounces are stronger.
Well, the bounces get bigger.
Oh, Eldritch Cascade. Considering the amount of projectiles we have.
You know, so many projectiles.
Is going to be hilarious.
Just seeing waves of small numbers.
Yeah, it's just we are producing math.
And then every so often you'll still crit for like 38, which is like it's pretty good.
Soul worth or ability power?
I mean, soul worth means more levels.
Yeah, but it doesn't inherently give us any more power right now. That's always the trade-off.
I know.
So it only matters if it gives us more levels, like, than we would have gotten anyway.
Alright, now get that ability power. It keeps wanting you to take that.
Okay. Oh, those blue speedy ones keep trying to sneak up on me.
They are getting in close. So
yeah, I'm doing. Oh, is it time?
Do you just go full bouncy?
Strictly speaking, not sure if better. Also, I took a shot there because the Pierce.
That's fine. You regen it because you killed enough.
The Pierce is quite valuable. But the fact that our bounces just get stronger the more that they bounce, it's like our bullet parade won't go as deep, but it should keep the stuff off of us more often. Oh, there's the chaotic whirlwind again.
Yep. That minus 10% speed is scary.
Yeah,
you gotta go a full minute just to break back to even.
I'm thinking about just getting a little bit more of the knockback, and then.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw myself taking that bullet as it happened.
That's okay. You healed immediately.
Excellent. Also, there's the boss right there, just trying to.
Oh, green slimes.
Yeah. Up to plus 30% ability power and cooldown based on missing health. Dang it.
And cooldown is huge.
I mean, I'm going to take it for when things get spicy, but it's sad.
It's sad that you're not missing health right now, but I mean...
Oh, how did that shot miss me? Okay, yeah, I knew I was taking a shot one way or the other.
And you're back to full.
Okay.
You don't have any normal regen, but every 100 kills gets you a regen. There's your unspeakable.
Yep. Just lots of dashes. The Sanger's Drought.
I'm almost saying that banishing one of these wouldn't be a terrible idea.
It's a little sad because we only see the unspeakables during the bosses, so the banish won't be super worthwhile. But if there's more options than this, because I don't know if there's more options than this based on what we've seen so far. Did I not take the Colossal this one? I don't think I took the Colossal this run.
I don't think so, no. So you could potentially get the Colossal if you banish one of these.
I'm going to banish the Blood Token.
Oh, can you not?
We bricked the game. We bricked the game.
Oh, that's sad. We had a good thing going there.
We did have a good run going.
Oh no.
So if
don't banish unspeakable artifacts.
Yeah, banishing unspeakable artifacts might be a not good move to make.
Dang.
But you know what? I'm still calling that a victory. I feel like we were doing good.
We were doing good. We killed the second boss. That was best run yet. Yeah.
So there you go. We broke the game. Usually it's not quite this literal when we say we broke the game, but this time very literal.
Look, it happens in early access stuff.
Yes, yeah. This game is early access situation, so nothing I'm gonna hold against the game. Just still got a couple of things to iron out. But if it seemed like a game that was interesting to you, still feel free to check it out and all that fun stuff. And let us know if you want to see us give another crack at it and hopefully, not break the game.
Yeah.
And I guess with that, see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.